Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Life of Lomax. I am Lomax.
MarciaLomax.
Yes, and it is February the 26th, 2022, and it is National Tell a Fairy Tale Day.
Yes.
And as you can see, Marcy is already in a silly, giggity mood right now. So we decided that we was going to celebrate this holiday by making up our own story. And we're going to play a game of going back and forth. I start off the story. I say a sentence, and she says a sentence, and then we're going to go back and forth until the story is complete.
Wow.
So let's get our creative minds flowing, get the juices going. It's a nice, brisk winter night. The stars are out, the moon is shining. We got on our red with this Christmas blanket that we still have out, so looking kind of festive right now. But yeah, it's all good. So let us begin this fairy tale story. Let's see. It was a cold winter night in a faraway land in the middle of nowhere on an icy mountain.
And there was a little girl named Julie out there all by herself looking for her family.
Julie just happened to wake up in the middle of this ice mountain and didn't know what happened.
She said, "Mom, Dad, Cleo," which is her brother, "where are you guys? Why am I out here all alone?"
She heard no answer, so she decided to look around and see where the paths were, either up the mountain or down the mountain.
She said, "Should I go up or down? I wonder if my family's up there or down there. I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do. So I think I'll go up."
And as she started her cold night journey up the mountain, she started to feel something heavy in her pocket. It was her cell phone.
She said, "Oh, I have my cell phone. Let me call my parents or my brother and see if they'll answer."
And as she began to make her phone call, there was no service. But she was able to access her photos.
She accessed her photos. So she started crying and she said, "Oh no, there's no service out here in the mountain. But I can see my family's photos and it reminds me of them. I wonder where they are." So she screamed loudly, "Mom, Dad, Cleo, help!"
And as she started to weep, she thumbed through her photos as she cried, tears onto her phone. She saw that the last picture she took was of her flying on a broomstick, and it was purple.
"Oh my gosh, where's my broomstick? Now that I see this picture, I remember I had a broomstick. Where is it?" So she looks around and looks around and looks around, and she sees it. She runs to get it, gets on it, and
she tries to fly it, but can't remember how.
So she stopped, thought about it, went back into her phone, and she saw the directions on how to fly her broom. So she read the directions, and off she went.
And as she took off, she decided that she was still going to go up the mountain to see if she could find where her family was.
And as she goes up, 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 she's still weeping and crying because she's so scared and cold. And she goes as far as she can up. And all she sees is lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my, there are lions, tigers, and bears in the sky. She quickly thought, how can this be? How can lions, tigers, and bears be up here in the sky flying with me? I was afraid, so I started to fly away, but then they all told me, wait, stop, Julie, we have something to tell you.
We know where your mom and dad and Cleo are. Come on, come with us, we're nice.
She was a bit hesitant, but for some reason, deep down in her little heart, she trusted them and went along with them.
So as she's flying, and all the lions and tigers and bears are flying also with her into the sky, and she flies right with them, they get to this big castle. And the lions, tigers, and bears says, come on in. I think your parents and your brothers in here. Come on and let's see.
And as they approached this big castle, that's not emerald, by the way, it's a red ruby castle. It had a sign on the outside that said, you don't have to knock, just come in. And as they went in, they saw not a horse, but a rhinoceros of a different color.
All right, and the rhinoceros said, hi, Julie. We've been waiting on you. We've been waiting weeks for you. You've been out all by yourself for about a week now. We've been waiting. Come on in into the living room.
She then realized that she had had some type of accident, or she might have bumped her head. Maybe even went into some type of coma. She didn't know that she had been asleep on the side of the mountain for a whole week, without food, without water. In her mind, she thought, this doesn't make any sense. I'm not even hungry. But she felt like she should eat. So on their way to the living room, she asked the rhinoceros and the lions, the tigers, and bears if they had anything to eat.
They said, of course, we have porridge. We have lots of porridge. Come on in, and we're going to make some hot porridge for you. And then she said, but where's my parents and my brother?
They said that they're with this little girl with gold locks the last time they saw her, and that they would be right back.
They're with Goldilocks? So she ate her porridge and waited patiently for her parents and her brother as she sat there being entertained by the lions, tigers, and bears and the rhino. They were singing and dancing and entertaining her, trying to make her feel comfortable.
Little did they know, they were making it much worse for Julie. She felt extremely uncomfortable and was trying to figure out, why are they putting on a show for me when my parents are out there with Goldilocks? This is not making any sense. She started to scratch her head and she ate her porridge. She had 3 bowls, by the way. One was, and then after she got done eating, she wanted to know if they had a working phone.
They said, yes, we do. We have a working phone. She said, because my phone service is not working up here in the mountains. So if I call my parents, do you think their phone will work?
Yes, they said. Do you know the number?
Yes, of course I know my parents' number. So she called the number 384-555-7838.
What was that number again?
304-555-7038.
Oh, gotcha. Is that a real number?
Nope. Any number that starts with 555 is not real.
Okay.
555 are the fake numbers that we say on TV and stuff.
Okay.
So cut that out. That's not part of the fairy tale. That was a side note.
No, we're going to keep this in. Anyway, so the phone rings, and it rings, and it rings. It goes to voicemail. She hears her mother's voice on the voicemail, but she called her dad. So why is mama's voicemail on dad's phone?
And she got very scared and began to weep even more. She's like, I'm so confused. Where are my parents? Did they get their phones mixed up? Is my dad okay? Is my mom okay? Why is my dad's voice on my mom's phone? I'm so confused.
And then she decided to call her mom's phone. And as it rung, she heard her dad's voicemail on her mom's phone.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. Good.
Oh my gosh. Did I get my parents' numbers mixed up? Or am I still in a dream? This makes no sense. I have to wake up. I think I'm dreaming.
She goes to the window to see what she can see as the lions and the tigers and bears are still dancing. She's looking out the window to see if she can find any type of landmarks that she could recognize.
And she saw a school. She said, that looks like my school. But I'm up in the mountains and I've never seen these mountains before. So how is my school building up in the mountains with me? I just don't understand. So she escapes, runs to the school, and her teacher's inside the school building. She runs to her teacher, and
as she ran inside to meet her teacher, she noticed that the lions and the tigers and the bears and the rhino was closely behind her. She goes to her teacher and goes, quickly, please hide me, please hide me. These animals are flying and gonna hurt and attack me. Please help me.
The teacher goes, who are you? I don't know who you are. You're not in my class. And Julie says, yes, I am. You don't remember me? I'm Julie Eskenazi. You don't remember Julie?
The teacher goes, I've never heard of that name in my life. It sounds like a hospital to me.
And Julie starts to weep again. She said, oh no, my teacher doesn't remember me. Where am I? What's going on? No one knows who I am.
And quickly, the animals came inside of the classroom and said, ha ha, there you are. You thought you could get away from us, huh? And she goes, I thought you were nice. And then the teacher goes, is this the little girl you guys were looking for?
And they say, yes, it is. We've been looking for Julie all this time.
And then they approached to attack her and to take her back to the castle and put her in a dungeon. The room starts to shake real violently. All of a sudden, the roof blows off of the classroom, and it was her parents.
And Julie looks up and sees her parents and screams, thank you, Mom, Dad, Cleo. You found me. You rescued me from the evil of these animals and my teacher that I thought was nice. And they cried and they said, we've been looking for you, Julie. Where have you been? I think I fell and busted my head. And I don't know where I've been for a whole week. But I'm so glad you guys found me.
And as they continued this dialogue, the animals and the teacher was still in the room trying to get her back to the dungeon. But the parents decided that they were going to fight all the animals and truly rescue their daughter.
And guess what? They got all the animals, threw them down the mountain. Teacher threw her down the mountain too with the animals. And Julie said, yes, I knew my parents were heroes. I knew you guys would rescue me.
And then they said, Julie, let's go home. And they had a spaceship hovering over the school. And then as they got beamed up to it, they started to fly away. And as they flew away, going home, she quickly fell asleep once again. And when she woke back up, which seemed like only seconds, she was back in her car. And they were going on a road trip to Disney World.
So then she realized it was all a dream. It was all a dream. And they went to Disney World, rode all the rides, saw Mickey and Minnie, and lived happily ever after.
The end.
That was a good fairy tale.
Oh my God. Guys, don't come from us in the comment section, okay? Lord Jesus. That is our story. That is our fairy tale. Back to back, tit for tat. There it is.
That was fun.
You got that's what you get.
That's what you get when you have on top of your head, just come out for something.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, that is our way of celebrating this national holiday of telling a fairy tale story.
Yes.
Until next time, folks, you guys be sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos with everybody.
And hit the notification bell.
Yes, and hit the notification bell so that you guys can be notified of all of our future videos. And until next time, folks, peace out. Don't come for us.